Hello, this is Claire Johnson. This video is going to show you how to use the match colour option from under the image menu and image adjustments. There's your match colour there. What I'm going to do in this tutorial is actually morph two animals together. I've got a horse's head here which I've already selected using a quick select tool, and I've got a lion image which is where I'm going to place my horse's head over the top of the lion's head. Now you'll notice in the horse image that the colouring is very brown and quite dull, whereas in the lion image the colour is very yellow and goldy and very sort of well lit by sunlight. So the match colour option will be really useful here to try and get that blend better than it would be without it. Going back to my horse's image, I've done my selection already, so I'm going to do edit and copy to copy the selection, and then I'm going to go to my lion image and do edit and paste, and that pastes the horse's head onto the lion's body as a new layer. And just rename that, it's always a good idea, so I know what I'm working with. And if I rename my background layer as lion, okay, so now I know exactly what I'm doing in each layer. And the next step now is to try and match these colours together. So first of all, if you hide the horse out of the way and draw a selection, I'm just going to use the lasso there to just pick up the colour in the lion's mane and face. I don't want to use the whole image because it will pick up this blue background which will distort the colouring that I want to get out of the lion. I don't want the blue, I only want the goldy tones. So I've done my selection. Now I go back to my horse and click on the horse layer. So I've unhidden the layer first of all, and then I've clicked onto the horse layer as well. And now I'm going to go to Image, Adjustments, Match Colour. Move that to the side. Okay, so the target is the lion document. That's simply because the lion is, this document is saved as lion.psd, but actually if you look, the target is the horse layer. So whilst it's the lion document, it's the horse layer of that. I want to check this box which says ignore selection when applying the adjustment. If I don't, the only bit that will get colorised in the horse or adjusted in the horse is this main area that falls underneath the selection. So click on to ignore selection when applying adjustment. And then at the bottom of this window, I want to say the source will be my lion. And I want to choose the layer of the lion. So it's the lion file, and I want to choose the lion layer of that file. In the image statistics box, I also want to take out one of these ticks. I want to take the tick out which says use selection in target to calculate the adjustment. I'm not using the target for the selection, I'm using the source. So take the tick out of there, and straight away you can see my horse has gone a very sort of golden colour. It's a little bit too bright and yellowy, so I'm going to reduce the luminance down, not too much, and I'm going to reduce the colour intensity. And you'll want to just play around with these settings until you get the effect that you're after. I might also just fade it a bit there. Bring the colour up a bit there. So I'm just sort of tweaking, and that's actually now looking like a pretty good match there. Click on to OK. I can deselect, so I'm doing Control and D just to take that selection off. And the head is currently too big, so I'm going to do Control and T to free transform that horse head layer and just reduce the size of that down. And then all I need to do now is just tidy that up by using the eraser tools and so on. So that's something you'll obviously want to spend a bit of time getting right. Just do a very quick job here so you can see. I would probably play with things like the opacity. You can see I've got a bit of a lion's mouth in there, so what I would probably do is go back to this lion's layer, duplicate it and bring in some of that blue background and smooth out the lion's head underneath so you get a better finish. I'll quickly do that and then I'll show you the finished product. And there's my end result. So I've used a bit of the eraser around here I've blended in some extra blue in the background to hide the lion's ears that were sticking out, and I've even then selected the neck area and added a tiny bit of noise, a noise filter, just to make it a little bit more grainy. And there you go.